Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Mod Warframe. Today we're going to take a look at Corpus Akimbo's secondary miniguns, the Dual Cestra. Now the Dual Cestra are the dual dojo versions of the single Cestra. The Cestra was introduced back in update 11 as a Corpus handheld minigun, and was so well received that by update 12 they released the dual version into the Energy Lab in the dojo. However, due to the BRAC having been released shortly beforehand and then eventually the Detron also, I feel that these sidearms really fell by the wayside and don't get the credit they deserve. The Dual Cestras on paper do not look like they should perform as well as they do. However, they really are one of my favourite sidearms to use, especially against Grineer, due to the Dual Cestras doing a pretty decent 25 damage a shot, the majority of which is puncture damage. Now the thing about these weapons is the fact that they have incredibly low crit chance and also status chance, meaning that without a very heavy build, either way, it's not realistically possible to mod for it, meaning that an elemental build rather than status or crit is the only real option. There are some major drawbacks to these weapons however. The spool up time is not as long as something like the Gorgon or the Supra, but it can still make the weapon feel clunky and slow to use. Further to that, the weapon, although it has great base accuracy, the recoil means that this is not a mid to long range weapon, more like an in the face to short range type weapon. Now when it comes to building the Dual Cestra, you're going to need two of the single Cestras, which is able to be built using blueprints in the market. However, this does not come cheap, with each single weapon costing 25,000 credits each to build, 20,000 each for the weapon blueprint, 1200 rubido, 4 gallium and 4 neurodes each. Now this combined with the 15,000 credit copy cost of the Dual Cestra blueprint, then another 25,000 credits to build the weapons, plus a former, this results in these weapons being one of the most expensive weapons in the game to build, at least credit wise. And as I've said before, you had to be in a clan to pick up these blueprints for the Dual Cestra, and the weapon comes with a mastery rank requirement of 4. Okay, so let's start to mod the Dual Cestras. For Grineer we're going to go with Hornet Strike, we're going to go with Barrel Diffusion Lethal Turret, we're going to go with Heated Charge and Convulsion for radiation damage, and then we're going to go with Expel Grineer for that little bit extra damage against your Grineer units. For Corpus, Hornet Strike, Lethal Turret, Barrel Diffusion, we Expel Corpus this time, and then we're going to go with Convulsion and Deep Freeze for Magnetic against the more heavily shielded Corpus units. Now this time for the Void, we're going to go with Hornet Strike, we're going to go with Lethal Turret and Barrel Diffusion, then we're going to go Pistol Pestilence and Convulsion for corrosive damage. Pistol Pestilence you can pick up against Vor, and then Heated Charge for a little bit extra damage against those Void units. Now onto my recommendation, and would I say these weapons are worth picking up and putting a catalyst on? And the answer to that is definitely yes, I would. These weapons are totally worth the cost of building them, and more importantly, fun. There is something to say about using the best sidearms in the game, like the BRAC and the Detron, and getting very bored of it very quickly. And sometimes a good sidearm that's not widely used and is actually a laugh to use can make a huge difference to the fun factor of the game. The weapon comes as standard with the V polarity, which really helps when it comes to modding this weapon, and saves you a former in the long run, and as it's one less V that you're going to need to put on. This weapon will deal with anything on the star map, even up to and including 15 waves on a tier 4 Void defense mission. However, one of the largest drawbacks of the Dual Cestras is the ammo consumption, so I'd recommend on any sort of extended mission like defense or survival, replace one of those damage mods or the expel mods with an ammo mutation mod, or else you're going to likely find yourself running out of ammo very quickly. Finally, do I think I would put former on this weapon? And I would say that this weapon would definitely benefit from a few former being put onto it, and I think it could turn into an absolutely insanely good sidearm. Still not the same level as a BRAC or a Detron, but it would definitely hold its own. Many thanks for watching guys, please remember to like and subscribe for more Warframe content. Have a great day, bye bye.